as we begin to dissect, because I want to do it in the Bible, so you know I'm not making up nothing, and I'm not no Black Panther, and I'm not no black activist either. I'm a Hebrew that found out that this book is my culture. This is not a religion for me. I'm talking about a way of life for me. Let me expose some great lies. The theologians that first studied the Bible had to know this. They had to know this, but they didn't tell the truth about it. The same way right now that people know who's who, but they won't tell you because they profiting from the lie. The lie is keeping people in power. The lie is keeping people where they are, because once the lie is broken, you cannot subject a man when he understands he is no longer a subject. When a man knows he is no longer down, you can't. If he knows he wasn't born to be down, he won't stay down. Revelation chapter 2 and look at verse 9. Let's start here. It says, I know that works in tribulation and poverty. Now, most of what I'm going to say is parenthetical. That means I'm going to go over some review of some stuff, because I think we run over messages too fast, and I think we don't get to how powerful these messages really are, and how you're going to need to understand this, to look at CNN, to look at Fox News, to look at the news and understand what's going on. You're going to have to know you have to know these messages. You got to know who they're talking about, not just the modern people, but who are the spiritual people that live in these lands. It says, I know that works in tribulation and poverty, but I know that thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. Now this is Revelation. Jesus giving John to understand of the end times. There's a people who saying they are Jews, but they are not. They are liars. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I don't understand how we've been reading this Bible all these years and nobody ever thought to ask, who are these people that the Bible, Jesus is so worried about it that he's actually giving a prophecy about it. He's telling John about these people. And it seemed like we should have asked the question, who is it that's acting like they're supposed to be God's people? Theologians have brought out the point that there's neither Greek nor Jew. You think it's not important to know who is the real Jews, because they say once we start talking about who the real people are, they'll start saying it don't matter. See, the whole point of this country is to be dismissive when it comes to truth, because the truth reveals their atrocities. So that was then, that was a long time ago. But what happened a long time ago still have ripple effects for today. We wouldn't be living the way we living if it wasn't for the foundation. The foundation is how, I'll help you. Do you think J.P. Morgan them that made money off the backs of slaves are not still winning from the money they made off slaves? Don't bring that garbage to me. You think those families, Ben Affleck found out he had some slaves and he wanted to cover it up. You know why? Because it shows the silver spoon was really based off the back of the black man, and they don't want to talk about that. And so if it don't matter, give everything back. Walk away from the houses that the slaves built and give it back, since it don't matter. Not only that, but even to take our neighborhoods and redline them so we could even get the FHA loans. That's how they got the middle class.